We welcome in head volleyball coach Scott Swanson. Coach, a split weekend for you guys last weekend, but it was a very successful weekend for the program as you pick up a big win on Sunday over number 21 Missouri. And I know you guys were jazzed as a staff. The team was excited and pumped up by it. But, big picture, what does this mean to kind of have the signature win that you need to show, your current players, younger players, recruits, that this is a program that's continuing to build?
We knew at the beginning of the season that we had the kind of team that was capable of upsetting one of the top 4 teams in the league, and I think we were hoping it was going to come sooner in the season than it did. But I think it was really actually good timing with us having 4 matches left, and all of them being tough matches, and 2 of them being on the road. I think it's a huge confidence builder, momentum builder towards the push, for the end of the season. I think it shows that we've improved. We've managed to keep our team healthy and managed to keep them focused on fighting. And, I think it should say a lot to recruits looking on that, hey, we're staying positive through the good and the bad. And when it's good, we're gonna build on that momentum and keep it going. And when it's not, we're going to just keep fighting and stay positive and keep moving forward.
And a big message that you've had during this conference season has been to stay locked in, stay fighting, stay focused, and I think that showed off on Sunday. But was there a point in the match where you kind of realized that maybe you didn't need to be the one to reinforce it, that kind of the players had taken on that mentality?
Yeah, I definitely felt that in practice that earlier in that day. I had a feeling, a little different feeling that we've been having. They were more loose. They were executing at a little better level than we usually do, and I think it was because they were freeing themselves up mentally to just have fun with it, and that's the message we've been sending for quite a while now is, we can't be so nervous or so worried and putting so much pressure on ourselves to win no matter what, because that doesn't help us win. It's got to be, let's go out there and give it our best effort on every single touch and see what happens, and that's, I believe, what they did for the majority of that match. And we erred less, and we served and passed better, and the outcome was in our favor because of all of that, and in a good home environment. And I really feel like it's a huge confidence builder for everybody involved, and it was a great team effort on Sunday.
And we look forward now to this weekend. You have another split weekend with a home match on Friday against Alabama, and then you travel to Auburn Sunday. We'll start with Alabama. Obviously, that team really runs a lot of offense through Crystal Rivers, their outside hitter, and she seems to be able to do it all. She can pass, she can serve very tough, and she can hit the daylights out of the ball. So when you face a team like that has such a strong focus on the outside hitters, especially with Rivers, how do you as a staff try to prepare the team for kind of a threat like that?
Well, we obviously have some very talented assistant coaches in our gym who can still play, and this is one of those times where it's perfect that we have a Shonda Cole that can hit front row, back row, serve like that. In some cases probably harder. So I think that's what we're going to be doing today and this week is Shonda is Crystal, and we're going to try to slow her down and dig her and pass her serve. And I think if we can do that, we have a shot to maybe minimize the damage of Crystal. I mean, I'm sure everybody has had the same thought and tried the same things, and no one has truly, not very many people have stopped her this year. So it comes to a certain point where you understand she's going to get her kills. She's going to get 5, 6, maybe 7 kills per set, but we have to be really good at serving so tough that they can't run their middle very much because they love to run their middles, and minimizing our errors on our side so that we're not giving them any more free points than absolutely necessary. And it's just going to be a battle of attrition. It's going to be how well can we play while we're trying to stop their best player and slow down, I should say slow down their best player and stop everybody else. It's a mental, I think it's more of a mental thing than anything. We have to be mentally okay with her getting some fantastic kills and take care of business on our own side and hope that she doesn't get too many.
And Friday will also be a special one for the team as you honor your 5 seniors for senior night. 4 of them have been here since day one as a freshman, and Joelle obviously coming on last year as a junior college transfer. But as this season has gone on, kind of what is your lasting impression going to be of the senior class and the impact they've had this year?
My lasting impression of this senior class is they were truly the ones that helped solidify the team culture that we have right now that we really love. They've gotten to experience 2 winning seasons out of their 4, I believe, and even in the seasons that we didn't win, I felt like 3 of those kids for sure were part of that core group that kept everyone together, kept pushing forward, kept making sure that girls were going to their summer workouts as a team, and they were coming to play open gym together, and they kind of they were the captains and they were the coaches when the coaches weren't around, it seems like. And I feel like they've really set a standard with great leadership and being invested and completely bought into leaving a legacy here. And that's what I think I appreciate the most, is not only each individual, and they're all great, I love all of them, but what they've done as a group to help us build the program, help us bring in better recruits in the future. They really get it. They get the big picture, and I think they're going to be really happy with what they're leaving behind, and I think they're always going to be a really supportive group in the future for us.
And it says a lot about this class that you've seen. I think I can think of 3 or 4 of them that are already averaging career highs in a lot of different categories, and for them to be still improving and still getting better this season, is that something that you noticed from them in the preseason, that they kind of were invested to want to go on top, and they've already matched their high for, I think, under your tenure at least? I think it's the first 18-win season since 2012, and then it's the most since 2008 overall. So do you feel like they're satisfied with where they are, or do you still feel like they have goals that they want to achieve this year?
I think they want to win our last 4 matches and have 22-win season. That would be amazing. And maybe we've just put ourselves in a position to pull that off with this Missouri win at the right time and the momentum. But that's what I'm hoping for them. And yeah, they've done a lot individually. They've all improved, and I think when it really started was this last spring. Before they even reported back for 2-a-days, they all improved a lot during the spring and put in all the work and the sacrifice to make changes, even though they were going to be seniors. I felt like they were willing to still be coachable and take feedback and try to get better every single day. And that's showing on the court. Somebody like Dessa, who has had a lot of injuries in her career and has missed some springs. She could have been this type of player 2 years ago had she not been hurt. But thank goodness it happened in time for her to have a wonderful senior year and be one of the best and most athletic outside hitters in the conference. And Coco being such a stable, do-it-all type of player with the 6 rotations and kind of the coach on the court, and Megan leading the charge as a passer, and Joelle being a great passer defender, helping us out in the back row, and Jackie being just a great slide hitting middle who's worked hard, also working through some injuries and things like that throughout her career. But all of them have made a huge impact, and I want everything for them. I want to have them go out on top, and who knows, if we win out, maybe the NCAA committee takes a look at us. But that would be the ultimate for me, is to see them be the first team to get us to the NCAA tournament. Now, it would take us winning the rest of these and having a little luck in that draw. But I think that would be the ultimate, and that's something that they would never forget.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you.